I know a lot of Muslims experience it in some form or another. So can you just shed some light, or generally, what is religious OCD?
Yeah.
What are the symptoms that, Muslims typically experience?
Yeah. So OCD, there's a subtype of OCD called OCD scrupulosity, or in other words, religious OCD. And I'll get to what we kind of call that in Islamic terms, or in Muslim cultures, what we refer to that. Simply waswasa, but I'll kind of delineate what that is. But OCD is really like two major parts. It starts with these obsessions, the intrusive thoughts that are uncomfortable that people generally don't want. And it generates in them a fear, right? A fear of some catastrophe that may or may not happen, or the loss of something valuable. For example, an individual, when it comes to what we call scrupulosity, this is the overlap or intersection between religion or their religious beliefs and their condition of OCD. Their obsessions become fixated on things like, well, did I pray? Did I make wudu properly? Did I pray properly? And that they may, wonder, feel anxious about that. Oh, did I make a statement of kufr? Did I think of last thought and then did that some? Did I accidentally divorce my wife, for example? Character defects. I thought of something evil. Does that mean I'm an evil person? And so oftentimes it's about trying to get rid of these thoughts that feel very uncomfortable, that they don't want. And some of the ways that people try to address these thoughts and the anxiety that's generated. For example, somebody says, I don't know if I did my wudu properly, I may miss the spot. Oh, wait, that means that my prayer is not accepted if I didn't have this wudu. And therefore, if my prayer isn't accepted, that's the first thing I'm going to be asked by the judgment about. And therefore, I'm going to go to hell. It becomes very scary. And so I need to then go back at this compulsion. Compulsion is this thing that forces you to do something against your better judgment. And what I mean by the better judgment is oftentimes individuals may know, people with OCD, that, wait a second, this is excessive. This doesn't make sense. Like, other people are able to pray properly, make wudu, they don't repeatedly, they go back and question them all the time. But I actually, you rationalize, you realize this makes sense. But they feel this compulsion. I have to go back. I'm not going to feel comfortable, and I need to be safe and secure. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so that they go back and they make wudu again. But it just opens other possibilities. Once you enable this condition, the larger it gets and it snowballs, and you go from making one extra wudu to 2 to 3 to 4 to 15, and make it wudu again, bring your salah again. Some people spend hours being engaged in this process, despite the fact they know this doesn't make any sense, and they feel very burdened and overwhelmed by it. And so this is kind of what we mean by OCD, is that the criterion diagnostically is that, the compulsions need to last for at least 1 hour plus in order to qualify, and it needs to create significant dysfunction.
That's very interesting.